I speak a lot on women's issues in general, and this Reddit thread speaks to me specifically. So this one might be a two-parter because I'm going to read it and then I'm going to bring my experiences to it as well. So this is what she says. Becoming a mom has made me realize just how much America fails working parents. 2 months ago, we welcomed our daughter into the world, our first and likely only child. She came early via emergency C-section due to preeclampsia, and we both spent a week in the hospital. Since I don't have maternity leave, small business, I spent a week of PTO on my hospital stay and was back working part-time the next week when we brought her home, then back to full-time the week after. My husband and I were optimistic. We both work from home, and I was promised more flex hours so we could watch her at home during this important time in our lives. Now my husband has to suddenly start going into work 2 days per week, and my boss has actually become much stricter and micromanaging me since I got back from maternity leave, in her words, so her boss is a woman. Q last week when I had a double pulmonary embolism as a postpartum complication, only got 2 days off due to and blew through all my PTO, and I just got a lecture that my baby is too distracting and I need more regimented childcare. I'm just burnt out and disgusted. We love our little family though. Rant over. So this I'm Bourbon Bougie on Reddit as well. So many parents will be one and done dealing with this madness, and this will also keep many people child free. This system is unsustainable. Okay, so then this person says it's because society wants us to stay home and not work. So they make us working as impossible as they can, so we'll give up and go back home. I completely agree with that. That's why I said this is why I dropped out the workforce. After my first child, I haven't gone back to working outside the home, and I had to figure out other ways of making money. And this one, and they wonder why our birth rate has dropped so much more. We legit cannot afford to have children anymore. And then this person says, puppies usually get 8 to 12 weeks with their dog moms. Most places I've seen only give like 6 weeks max maternity leave, maybe a week or two paternity leave if you're lucky to get it at all. We treat dogs better than people. And don't get me started on childcare costs. We pay more for daycare than our mortgage, and we only have one kid. So this is some of the commentary on this Reddit thread. I so relate to this. So in the part 2, I'm going to give a little bit more of myself to it. Now, a little bit more about me. I had my child, and I am a stay-at-home mom now, but I didn't plan on completely staying home with him. I planned on going to work part-time, but when I found out that there was no PTO available for me, that there was just no support, there's no money, there's no maternity leave at all, because I was basically a contracted worker working for the gym as a personal trainer. When I service clients, that's when I get paid. So if I wasn't servicing clients, even if I was at the gym, I was not getting paid. And so that meant that I had no safety net. We had no money if I wasn't working. So it made it really challenging when you weighed the cost of going back to work and putting your child in daycare versus just staying home. After a while, it was just like, I might as well just stay home, because if I'm going to work part-time because I want to spend time with my child, then it just made no sense when I did the cost analysis. And so then baby number 2 comes around, and it's still, the daycare costs aren't getting any better. They're only getting worse. So I am now a full-time stay-at-home mom, and I had to come up with creative ways to make money. Now, obviously there's work from home jobs, but let's be real. When you have 2 children, a toddler and an infant, even sending an email is challenging. Talking on the phone is challenging. Let's be for real. So it makes it very challenging for people who actually want to have kids and then do things like spend money and buy food and provide shelter. It makes it very hard. So this is the reason why I support the child-free movement. Not because I don't love being a mother, because I do. Because I know how financially it puts you in a bad spot. Because you have to make money to support these people, and they don't give you the opportunity to really make money. This whole system is unsustainable. And that is the reason why us talking on social media to give the real deal of what motherhood looks like in America, capitalist society, we have to tell people, because they will run you ragged. You have to work to pay for the kids. And then if you have kids, you can't take time off. You can't get there to be there when they get out of school, because all of the hours are like working hours, school hours. And then don't let the kid get sick. So that was my experience. Y'all jump in, tell me about your experience, and don't forget to like, comment, and share.